Alright, well, sold it again. Try to start this off, but last time we did the elite military mission, through another save load, I guess Termin was exactly ready. But I messed up and got way too close, and I think it was more of a rage quit really than anything, but at this point we'll just I'll try to make sure I can go on that whole getting the bioderms all spiced up and everything.
Perk base.
So right now, I believe we actually have another sensei, and I'm thinking about actually scrapping this sensei but equipping another giant. Because the thing with the PBW SP2s is that the SP2 is generally reliably hit, but the PBW is not always. And having extra ballistic stuff in the back, I feel like could cover for that more accurately. So I'm thinking that's what I could try to do. Actually, the thing is I want another sensei so I can go scout out and also still have some fairly advanced weapons on it. But now I'm starting to think that I may not need the miner as much because it's only got micro missiles, so not really any point of it. Well, I could always just get it back, but right now is not that time. Actually, I'm just gonna save it over that one. I'm actually gonna get rid of it though, and
Perk sold.
HPG. Yeah, that's a mortar, but that's only 12 range, and this has got about 20. Oh yeah, I can stick tons of the MPG stuff on it, actually. I'll put MPGs on you. Actually, I'm going to turn it into this whole package.
Perk purchased. Perk base. Bioderms acquired. Stand by. Biolink engaged.
Now, if I want to try to equip it, actually, no, just dump like the whole thing. Alright,
Inventory.
come back to that in a minute.
Perk base. Perk bay.
Might have to go into a mining mission. Based on what I'm seeing here. That's 20 range. 140. This is only on. I understand that's got the area of effect, but I can always get blast mortars. I feel like blast mortars actually wouldn't be bad, even though it's fairly late and they start not to do much shield damage. That I could lob them and have them pick up some of the slack, because sometimes the shields are like 25, 50 extra shield strength in one direction, and that gets kind of annoying. Ooh, excuse me, but actually partial. Yeah, it's just expensive. It's only 75. Okay, so I'm thinking I can actually go this. Have something that still has the ballistic. I mean, but the thing is, this has got 40 more damage and some shield strength over the heat. So, actually, could get HPGs, but then start putting just Devastators and others kind of like on. I don't have enough for that either. Yeah, that's not much. Alright, so still need to put the rest on him, but I'll leave it like that for now. Built up maximum extractors, it's excellent.
Perk base.
Alright, so I'm gonna go for more mining missions, I get what looks of it.
Perk base. Bioderm facility.
Torto's already half his age. The learning's not really doing much. Gotta rename some of these guys. I'm trying to know Tarsus is looking like just the best overall bioder I've got. Brills, command one. Alright. No elf, good that.
Virtual training day.
Alright, okay. I'm actually gonna put a Varel in one of the demons. Because even though stability could be good in the Sensei, the stats are much better in a Herc that's gonna be right in front, firing most of the main damage weapons. Because some of these Kyokos, to be honest, the ones that just have the rather basic advanced Delphin missile type stats right here, I can probably stick on one of a couple of Senseis. Good missile, good advanced tech. Cannon, pretty much sure I should put it on a giant, but right now I've pretty much got a giant that's loaded with advanced tech, not cannon like it usually is. Alright, you go on there. Actually, I think you're the last. No, you still got two of them. Piloting, missile, advanced tech. I don't know, I'm starting not to like Bodo. It's got good learning from what I read earlier, but it just doesn't seem like it's got good much else. It's like, it's good, great piloting, and then it's okay missile, and then the rest of the stats just kind of tamper off into mediocrity. So I'll just stick them on, I don't know. I feel like one of the other Kyokos would be better for the front line. I'll stick on one of the Senseis then. Now you have pretty balanced stats. I can stick you on one of the demons. Yeah, one of the giants actually at the same time has got 73 advanced tech. Something better with that? 72, 76 in missile, but that's got way better missiles. Yeah, try putting you on. Advanced tech? Actually, stick you on a giant. Who hasn't been linked yet? Alright, better missile and advanced tech. This one's got better stats. Looks like on the last demon.
Link
Oh, it
established.
was the last one.
Engaged.
Alright.
Perk base.
So, time to get more mining. So, hopefully, I'd rather get better bioderms because right now, all I seem to have is
Perk bay.
advanced tech, missile. And I know this is all canon, but as far as I know, yeah, that's all advanced tech. There's no canon in that at all. So,
Launch initiate.
I can start putting Tarsus on other ones. I might, because thinking about putting them on the weaker one. By weaker one, I mean the one I didn't have enough money to upgrade it. Get decent in, although I probably could
Weapons.
get blast mortars or something.
Movement.
But you guys have crystal matrix. I'm pretty sure you guys can see forward pretty straight.
Shields. Weapon reloading. Weapon reloading.
This will kill there.
Weapon reloading.
Yeah, so 60% starting not to look too positive either, but you gotta get them up somehow.
Destroyed.
Seems like this is more of a secure area mission than a mining mission. Then I guess it gets us higher, they'll start sending more people to mine and try to stop us from mining. By us, I mean, well, yeah. Kind of find weird how some people say it's us and it's really just them, but talking to that imaginary audience tends to help out a little.
Systems.
I got tissue or something, message. Alright. Survived all that? I find that hard to believe.
Destroyed.
7%, that is.
Systems.
Nope, nothing there. Nope, that's a pretty bad chance, but seeing anything sticks. I'm just saying you guys start scouting this way. That's why I kept the shadow, it's just so I had something to explore with, but I need more firepower to stick with the near that military mission, and Shadow's not just gonna cut it. At least the senseis have better sensors and heavier missiles and ability to get way better stuff.
Systems. Movement.
Alright, there's some ore over there, but it looks small. Just go straight across. I think it's just one piece. I think right now the ore is just this long field.
Movement.
That's not good. Running a little slower than usual.
Systems.
That is not helpful. It says 1 out of 2 years. Next thing I know, I'm gonna see a notice that says Bodo expired in 2 years because he never did accept.
Movement. Systems.
Yeah, you're just up out of your shadow. Kinda starting to regret that decision a little. Just a mostly just for a mining part. I mean, probably when later on I have access to more perks, I might still keep a shadow around just for the incredibly fast speed it can pull. With the fact that it doesn't have as much, components or anything like that. And then, but try to get like the heaviest equipment in terms of heavy. I mean, power wise, like the one if you play like quick encounters and you just stick it to 13. The shadow has usually it's like EMP blotches and missile hogs, and that's a fairly good combo. It's just the problem is the shields. But it still has 1200 shields for some reason that you can't get normally. But maybe you can. I don't know. But as far as I know, that's only like a quick encounter specific 1200 thing. But it'd be good for running up and uh, running up to an enemy Herc and just blasting them outright, just killing them. The only problem with that is also the same problem that it's present in the second Cyberstorm, is that those kind of, I guess, jihad type missiles where you have to get really just right up to them and then it shoots. It feels really dangerous. So this with micro missiles is that you have a fair distance back and you can safely unload directly. The thing with the missile hogs and that kind of other stuff is you have to get right up there, especially getting shot at by pretty much every other Herc or Cybrid, and pretty much almost die in the process. So a lot of that is just it can be a powerful thing if you pull it off right, but it's incredibly risky to do. And overall, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you can find a way to make it work to whatever strategy you want to pull off, then that's great. Otherwise, I wouldn't go for it. Especially since in the 1.1 patch, which as far as I know is pretty much the only patch that ever got released, it used to be 1200 damage, which pretty much almost guaranteed you were gonna kill even a Juggernaut with just or severely damage it with just a single shot. But that got changed. Excuse me. But that got changed later to 720, I believe. So it's almost 500 armor damage just dropped. So it's a little less effective than it used to be. So it's not the thing I'd recommend the most to try to go off and do, because it's really dangerous to pull off. It's easy. It's a little bit better if you're on something like probably a Juggernaut. Not really. I wouldn't recommend a Reaper, because Reapers tend to be a little more armor than demons. Well, they are, but they still kind of have that medium perk feel. But I think they start going into heavy stuff. It's if either I'd say probably Juggernauts if you want to do missile hogs, and maybe consider putting them on there, because they can take the punishment. They can walk it. They have pretty good mobility. They can go up, use the elves, blast them with the hogs, and do all that nice stuff. But you know, all that nice stuff. But so that's kind of how I feel about the missile hog and the jihad and that kind of stuff. It just feels really dangerous, and if to me it just feels reckless to just run out there and just, you know, just hit them like that and expect everything to go fine and have nothing go wrong. Especially when like some of the base assault missions where it's easier to run up and go to places with cover or take steps at a time rather than just charge straight in like it's another strategy game or a shooter or an action game or puzzle, I guess, or whatever, anything like that. But generally in this, they mentioned, you know, and even the text between the promotions is that you want to take cover and all that nice stuff. But right now, I'm actually going to leave my giant to be the same fairly one as the other one. I thought about considering putting the Devastator stuff on it, but I would like to support the kind of long range ballistic, kind of, not ballistic or cannon, but because I believe in the second game they call it ballistic weapon instead of cannon. But like have the, you know, the particle guns hit from the back in safety and still support up front. Because giants are pretty much one of the strongest Earth shields early on, but later on it's like 20. There's demons 2400, and then I think it's 3200 with Reapers, and then 4000, I think. Actually, I can check that real quick. Oh, that's not it. No, I don't want battery open. Shields, here we go. Okay, so it's 2400 as far as I know is as high as demons can get. And 2850 I think is first for Reapers, but that's when it's kind of like you can't afford the 30. I think it's 2050 might be the highest Reapers can go, or it's either that or 3300. Because I know 3900 is the one where you really want the Juggernaut, obviously, to have, because you don't want him to get killed. Actually, hold on. There's little stars here that mark it. Okay, so Reapers are only 2850, and then 3300 and 3900 are Juggernaut, respectively. Okay. Alright.
Perk base.
Alright, so I believe that actually does take care of the Hercs for right now. So at this point, it's pretty much just... We'll go back in and double check to see what pretty much overall weapons are. So I know that's advanced tech. That's advanced tech, and that's obviously missile. Alright. Actually, considering we might go on an elite military mission soon, I want to stick this to the fuller device rather than the maximum extractor. Because it helps a little bit with speed, but also it's usually in those types of missions the ore isn't that huge anyway, so I can help save a little bit of speed in there and money. You're all advanced tech. You're all advanced tech. Advanced tech and missile. Oh. Advanced tech. EMPs are advanced tech. And missile. So it's pretty much advanced tech and just missile. So that's all I really need here. Alright. Alright, everything heals up. That's good. Could be better missile. I'm starting not to like Bodo. I might just, to be honest, I might just like Bodo and just stick it on Shadow when I rank up. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do with him. So let me do that then. Alright, that's fairly balanced. That's going up pretty good. So actually, I'll keep you. And just, I need something that has either fairly good advanced tech. So I'm hoping for stronger missile. Although missiles tend to be fairly accurate on their own, although piloting's doing very nice. Alright, so base chance to hit. Let's see what we got here actually. Is this right here? That's obviously great, but there is a better bioderm that comes out later, I believe called Kaiser, where it's got almost near perfect stats. I believe it doesn't have a command stat though, so you have to get something else prior to get up to 40 command stat. Okay, so piloting, missile, and advanced tech. Although I know later, once I get new weapons, I'll probably need to switch that around. But right now, these are the things I definitely do need right off. So you've seen good stats, need advanced tech, but it's really bad missile, or there's good missile but bad advanced tech. Not really helping out here. And a lot of them I need a substantial sum of money for. This one looks actually pretty nice. You got fairly decent elf. It's usually don't worry about elf until you get juggernauts, and even then elf is just kind of a minor thing, because I believe you do get elf mortars in this one with giants, but I'm not even sure then if it's still classified as elf. I believe it is, but I think Cyberstorm 2 they definitely expand on the elf concept way more. So this one's pretty much just chain, auto, heavy, medium, and light elf. Then usually if elf mortar be listed in there, I think it's in a different thing, but we have to check the weapons document, see if it's in there. But right, this is what I'm seeing as a fairly quality bioderm. We got really nice lifespan, decent missiles and piloting. But the thing is, right now, actually, I believe some of the Kyoto bioderms have a little bit better than where I am right now. But yeah, because that's only like 61. So I'm mostly just concerned about what is it? Cause I can VR train them, and at that point, I probably am thinking what else. So I'm thinking money, VR train, the crows, because the crows look like the best overall for what I need right now, and those could last me quite a while. So that's what I'm gonna bank on actually right here. So I'm gonna go through and do another mining mission here in a minute. 60, 75. Cannon's 50, but I'm really not using too much cannon right now, but push a couple of Kyokos. Actually, take one of the Kyokos and stuff it back with the sensei. So, let's just say 4 demon. I think 4. I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it 4 heavy herc. So if it's a demon, if it's a reaper, something that is going to be in the front, dealing damage and all that nice stuff. So let's. Nah, I don't want to redo that again. It's annoying. This one's got slightly higher advanced tech, but worse missile. This one's got better missile, but slightly worse advanced tech. That's weird. Because I kind of would like to sort of have this on the demon. Because usually the missiles tend to be fairly accurate in pretty much most cases anyway. But you still want to obviously a good missile stat. Let me do this again. Demon. Demon. 51 a demon. Demon. And let's put you on a demon. Alright. So I still need Photo. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna call you the minor. Shadow. Alright, say something decent advanced tech actually. 5. Don't even worry about the other stats right now. Alright, just like something right there. Actually, you've got one of the better missile stats, so I'll put you there. Then one of the better advanced tech. Actually, you've got. I'll put the higher missile one on the sensei. You go on the other giant. And you get 75, so. Alright, let's do some VR training.
ATVI program initiated.
87, that's stellar. Alright. Missile.
Missile program initiated.
And piloting for the reactor. Let's do reactor and pilot better. Let's that. Stuttering here.
ATVI program initiated. Missile program initiated.
Alright, so let's do another mission and come out and finish that. So mostly just buy crows. Yeah, see I've got 11 now. Could try mining all that at the same time. That will yield a very nice. Yep. Upon completion. I'm trying to just straight up use that bonus, but at the same time I'm going to do the mine here.
Perk base. Launch initiated.
Alright, so that's the heavy patch. So just head out. Oh yeah, I have fuller device. Probably should switch back to the maximum extractors. I thought I was gonna go right in, but because I was thinking if I had enough of the cash to completely finish VR training, then I would have probably maybe consider going ahead, but at the same time, I'd realize that I would need more crows because I want to replace the Kyokos at this point. Because Kyokos, the really about Kyokos is that they can have fairly good stats for the beginning, and that they're pretty much wicked cheap, and they're not the shitty models. Because no one wants a shitty model. So, Spectres, Cerebrus, Genocide. Alright, let's. Oh no, I think I can see that guy already anyway. Put you here.
Shields.
Yeah, try not to shoot while moving, because most of the time you end up missing.
Enemy destroyed. Shields centered. Shields centered.
So I figured to also mention at this point, it's also if I mention something is that your Herc always has to turn to face your opponent. I'm not sure if I might have explained this earlier in that basics video I did a while back, but I still remember something about the all those documents, but that's really just more for reference about the game than anything. Excuse me. But I lost my train of something. But and the second game is that pretty much all the Hertz and the grav vehicles essentially just floating, like a floating vehicle, and they have to turn or shoot. But I think there's more tracked vehicles, like one that kind of looks an awful lot like a small tank, and then ones that like more like tanks you might recognize, or something like that. It's like, but the vehicles just turn the turret. They don't have to rotate their shields, but the way how shields work in that game is that in this game it's you see how that it's all hexes and it's a six sides, but in Missionforce Cyberstorm, or not Cyberstorm, this game, Corporate Wars, is that it's squares, not hexes anymore. So what they did is they put it 8 sides, so shields in general are a little bit stronger or weaker depending on what the shield strength is, and whatever that number is for the shield, essentially how much shield strength you have, and it just divides it amongst the sides. But you can't focus it in that one. You kind of it's and that's what one of the advantages of this game is that you could focus your shields in a direction to withstand more damage, or and potentially risk the other side. That one's just you just pretty much aim for a higher number so you don't get your ass kicked. And that one had different types of sensors and shields. Like some of the sensors could detect cloak units, detect mines. I believe some of the shields had different types too. I wasn't sure. Some of them might just use less energy or something like that. 700, 1,000, 899. But alright, so that takes care of those two crows. So now at this point, I actually can, if I want, buff up the command, and that stuff is expensive to buff up. And this guy lasts for 3 years, which might get me through another few ranks. I might be able to put one in here. Oh, it's one of the cheaper ones. Okay. Usually, for notes, usually command I believe is 10, 15, and then 20,000. Well, I saw once I saw it go like 10, 20, 30,000. I might be just making some weird memory up or whatever. Alright, so that'll help out. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, and I believe just 3. Or is it no 4? So it's 60, a little over 60k for the rest of the crows. And you should be able to cover VR training with that. And now time to hear some guest screams. Hope you like morbid stuff. Okay, 5? That really doesn't sound bad. Yep, so 60, that'd be 75k actually. 65 and a half? Because at this point, this has got really nice stats for road, and I might be able to pretty much just use these as a default for a while. At this point, I believe I need the rest of these crows to replace. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe I had 5 demons. 2 of you, alright. So that means it'll be 4 Happy Herc. 4, which technically means 5, that's just how the naming system works. So I'm not really sure if I actually needed that 5th crow. Although let's link it up for a sec. I think I would be able to buy another crow if I didn't put a command point in. I think I would have. Alright, so let's... Alright, I've actually got them all on there anyway. But I'll put all the crows on the demons, because they have the stats I like. And then, but even with the thing is command, though, if some of the, like, I think Brill had better stats than Crow on a couple things, so I'll put him in front. But yeah, like 78, and this is only 70, 94. So yeah, that's going on a demon. That's guaranteed. And you've got 93 and 74. Although the thing is, that another one has 87, but this also has a really good piloting missile stat, which will help cut some of the energy costs. Although at the same time, I might be able to just stick it on a giant and help with that piloting and advanced tech skill. But I would like to be able to use the missile and advanced tech skill without just saying, you know, because pretty much you use Tarsus just to slap on your giant, but then at the same time it's got a really stellar missile stat. So I actually want to put it on a demon in the front, because at this point the giants just need piloting and advanced tech. Yeah, so I have 2 unlinked ones. So I like to, so I'm thinking I might just rename them for the sole purpose that, you know, not going to heavy Herc, but when I do get more in the future, I'll be sure to try to remember that. Oh yeah, 76, 75. Actually, I might stick you on the giant, so it'll help out, and then unlink. Actually, you know what? You go on that demon, because you've only got 76, I had 87, and had better piloting too. Ball, actually, I think Cabal was his name. I'm just thinking of. Alright, I was thinking of Cabal from some reason. I think Cabal was his name, so I was thinking of Command and Conquer. And then I can stick this last one on the other sensei. Just a little more of that advanced tech, and I'll be good. Alright, so at this point, I'm thinking I just need to do something really quick. Something like this would actually help out. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Hold on a sec. Alright, there we go.
Launch
All right.
initiated.
They're awfully close.
Shields.
Or is this
Weapons.
a quick assault? I don't want to move a lot of my hercs because I feel it's just going to be a barrage that I don't want to deal with. At the same time, there we go. Okay.
Shields.
Yeah.
Weapons.
If you still miss. Alright, so you block that way.
Shields. Weapons.
Let's take cover behind here actually.
Shields.
Generally, this kind of cover idea is good for a distance, but if there's someone's right on top of you, this won't do anything. It'll actually almost make it, like, it'll just feel easier for them to kick your ass. Kind of what it's sort of implying.
Shield centered.
Oh, so position here. Actually, hold on. I want to try something. I'll have you guys stand in the back, but I want you guys to just crouch too. Put all these demons in the front. You guys aren't in a very good spot either. I feel like I want to put you here then to get very close. I think they just crush. It's just dead. I don't know. Looks like the genocide maybe. Mowing this carcass? Alright. Excuse me. Are you kidding? I need to turn all the way around, but alright, it's one. Ouch. I'm gonna start moving them back a little bit more just so they have to keep moving to cover the distance. Oh yeah, I have giants for that purpose. I've also noticed usually the heavier particle guns tend to make the Herc kind of bump up and down a little bit more. Can't really move it, still turn around. So I'm actually going to do something like that. Let it come forward and have it get blasted that way. These things never hit. You have to be almost incredibly close for this to even remotely work. These MP beamers are just far superior. I could just move that over and
Perk base. Perk bay.
alright, that should cover enough money.
Bioderm facility.
So I'm thinking anything that I have right now is just not one of the unique perks. Like, I'll leave him for right now. Alright, it's pretty much all crows and unique perks. That's good. But let's finish up the training here.
ATBI program initiated.
I believe that's it.
Command program initiated.
Finish the command program. Alright, that should be good actually.
Perk base.
Save the game.
Bomb center.
2% of the map, don't care.
Perk base.
Alright, so I could go right ahead, but it's been about an hour. I'm not sure if I want to drag this video to about an hour and a half, 2 hours length, but I think these are the non-cheat ones right here. Just change the difficulty at will because this got added into, and then just pay for everything to be repaired and auto-link anything. As far as I know, these aren't cheats, but you can type in other cheats and they'll appear above the top right here, and you can tell it whatever you want. Alright, try for F. Alright, actually. You know what? I'll stop it for right now, but I'm gonna stop right now because it's about been an hour. And I'll try to keep the length a little bit consistent on some of these in this little series. And then when I do come around for the next one, I might do it a little later. Not today, but I could do it later today and just stop this one, record the next one, but looking at it, you probably do a few other things right now, so. So next time I do come back, I'll start up right with the Elite Military Mission. We'll go through that, and then that'll bring us up to rank 6, which will start giving us the Reaper, and we can go through that better technology. So, save, I guess, again. And yeah, that's what I was talking. This is what I'm talking about. So, is that site even up? Still? I think I had Firefox on here still, but at the same time, if it isn't the browser on. But alright, it's not important. But so I guess if there's anything else you might want me to do with the Cyberstorm series, or if there's any other games that I might be able to run on this laptop. This is just a virtual machine I'm running on right now, but at least on my laptop or my computer or something like that. Then try to let me know, I guess. You know, just let me know feedback and all that nice stuff. And the Cyberstorm, because I could do quick encounters, I could make a multiplayer group and do a hot seat game if with someone else in my house, and show you how sort of the multiplayer works out. At least just with the hot seat. There's the SIGs thing and modem connection serials back when that was used for connection, but now it's pretty much TCP/IP and IP addresses and all that nice shit and servers. But yeah, just let me know about any feedback, and so it's been Holden, and I will see you guys next time.